Oh, before we start the preview, I do have Daft Lad Kino at the end, giving his score prediction, so wait around for that. Cheers! Here we go, back again with another match day preview. Yes, fresh from yesterday's draw against Preston. The 0-0 second 0-0 draw on the bounce away from home. Sunderland now take a home game on Saturday against Coventry. So Sunderland do welcome Coventry City up to the Stadium of Light for this 3 o'clock kickoff. But before we talk about the Coventry preview, we'll have a quick chat about last night's game. And one person got the correct score of nils apiece. It was Gary Dunn. Now, Gary Dunn, you could have won, you would have won, if you wanted, you will have won this pair of shorts. Gary, if you want this pair of shorts, large shorts, to go along with this Sunderland top. Brand new large top and shorts for you, Gary. If you wanted, let me know in the comments down below. I will leave me email address. You can get in contact and I will post it off to you. Other shirts are up for grabs there. You can see in the background, plus a red England shirt, a blue England shirt, a white England shirt, a couple of Sunderland shirts, another white England shirt up for grabs for this weekend against Coventry. But Sunderland did draw yesterday against Preston, and that wasn't a very good result. I mean, let's face it, a point away from home is a pretty good result, you know. But I think we were kind of hoping to win one of our 2 away games against QPR and Coventry. But the way, QPR and Coventry, QPR and Preston. But the way things are going at the moment, teams are dropping points behind us as well. So you'll have like someone like Leeds got beat last night. So Leeds dropped 3 points. Burnley did, both against Millwall. The other day, Millwall jumped up to the top 5. And then you got like Sheffield United, who were getting beat with 5 minutes to go and turned it around to win 2-1. Now Sheffield United and Sunderland have exactly the same, exactly the same sort of results. Both played 14, both won 9, both drawn 3, both lost 2. But Sheffield United are 2 points behind Sunderland because they had 2 points deducted at the start of the season. So Sunderland are top on 30 points. Sheffield United on 28 and Leeds on 26 with 4 points clear of third place. Like I said, we made 1 or 2 changes last night. It didn't really go to plan. 1 or 2 players had off games. I thought Dan Neil had an off game. And he looks very tired, to be honest. But we don't have much strength and depth at the moment because we have 1 of the 2 of the new players that we bought in. Especially that guy who we got, Champions League player, is injured out until at least December, January. So we are running a bit short with Job. Job in the crowd last night was tremendous. But Job, yes, come back soon, please, Job. We could do with you against Coventry. But Coventry, managerless Coventry, Mark Robins sacked as Coventry manager, in charge of Coventry. 387 games, one hell of a stint. He was the longest manager in the Championship. 154 games in charge, 106 draws, 127 defeats. About a 39% ratio. But this season, he hasn't done too well. Finished 9th last season. He's been there since 2017, like I said. Mark Robins, ex-Manchester United player. Sky Blues are being formed back in 1883, 141 years young, and they did finish 9th last season. At this moment in time, because of a run of results, last night they did get beat of Derby 2-1, and their Derby's first goal. If you watched it, it was a back pass straight to the Derby player and he scores. So Derby won 2-1, leapfrog above Coventry. Coventry did beat Middlesbrough though, away from home, but they did have 10 men. They did beat Luton at home as well, 3-2. They drew against QPR, lost against Preston, lost against Sheffield Wednesday, but the form isn't particularly good as in the table itself. They're in 17th place, down in 17th place. They've played 14, the same as Sunderland. They've only won 4, drawn 3, lost 7. 15 points behind Sunderland in a -1 goal difference. Let in 19, only scored 18 goals. Sunderland are the joint highest scorers in the league with 23 goals. Is that correct? 23 goals. Yes, but last 2 games, we've had clean sheets, but we've never scored a goal last 2 games. So we've had 23 goals in 12 games. Almost 2 a game on average. So last 2 games we haven't scored goals. The goals have dried up for Sunderland, haven't they? They have dried up for Sunderland. And like I said, we have played 14, won 9, drawn 3, lost 2. Ellis Sims is the Sunderland next player. Did play 17 games for Sunderland and scored 7 goals. He's now a Coventry City player. Didn't play last night, so I don't know if he's injured. I'm not sure what's happened with Ella Sims. Coventry fans, let me know in the comments down below. He's played 58 games for Coventry. You know, he scored 15 goals, 23-year-old. And, you know, he's a good player. They've got some good players. They're just out of form at the moment, or hitty-missy, should we say. That's the reason why Mark Robins has been sacked. They're down at 17th place. So for me, it's a good time to play Coventry, I think. But at the same time, it's probably a good time for Coventry to play Sunderland, because we've got a bit goal shy. And I'm hoping at the weekend we reform back to that our normal lineup. So last night we did have Isidore was moved to the left. We did accommodate Connolly in the middle and put Tommy Watson on the right. Out of the three players, I thought Watson had the better game. But I'm not going to blame Isidore, because he was just out there isolated on the left-hand side. Now he wants to be back in the middle again. So back to normal for me at the weekend. We don't have the abundance of in-depth, you know, if we had the players that were fit, if we had the midfielders that were fit, then for me, I would probably drop Dan Neil, because he looks a bit tired, jaded, and he's been off the pace and didn't pass the ball well last night. But unfortunately, we don't have that kind of, you know, we don't have that kind of strength and depth at the moment. We are what we are. So bring in Mundell on the left, Roberts back on the right, Isidore up top. Then you're going to have Rigg, Brown and Dan Neil. Of course, the back four stays the same. The only other thing you could possibly do would be bring Ballard back with Mepham and put Luke O'Neill in the midfield, if you thought that would help. But the defence has been good, so I don't think, you know, changing the defence, mucking around with the defence is the answer at this moment in time. 3 clean sheets for, you know, for Mr. Moore, who's come in for Patterson. Patterson could be back to him on Saturday. If Patterson's fit, does he come back straight into the team? Or do you think, well, Moore, yeah, let Moore have another couple of games where Patterson gets 100% fit. That's I don't want to rush Patterson back to get him injured. So Moore's doing all right. Possibly keep Moore in the side until Patterson's 100% fit. And like I say, that's the team. We don't have really Mienda. Please, Mienda come on last night for a bit of a run around. Didn't get many touches, but he can come on when Isidore is getting a little bit unfit. Connolly can come on maybe on Saturday off the substitutes bench, a bit more time for him. He looks a couple of yards off the pace. If he finds that pace, then we could see a different kind of Connolly. And, you know, you got other players, but we are kind of, I think we do need to sort of dive into the transfer window in January if we're really serious about getting promoted this season. After this fantastic, amazing start, top of the table, 2 points clear of second, 4 clear of third. You know, it's really there for the taking. For me, we've really got to step our authority down and put, you know, go in the market and get a couple of good players in. There's no guarantee. This lad, I forget his name now, begin with S. We bought, you know, the defensive midfielder, the ex-Champions League players. No guarantee he'll get back anytime soon. So, you know, when Job comes back, he's still got the 4 midfielders, but if anybody gets injured or anybody gets a red card again, we are just treading water. Because I don't think Watson's a class player, looking a class player. I think Watson, for me, next season could be the season for him. Give him bits of games here and there this season for the confidence, for the experience. I think he'll do well. But let's hope the team performs better on and off the ball, performs better in attack, performs better in defence, performs better passing the ball mainly. We didn't pass the ball very well last night at all. We just did not pass the ball well at all last night. Giving the ball away too many times. It was too easy for Preston to pick the second balls up. We weren't really harassing the high press. We sent it off the boil completely last night. Let's have a rejuvenated Sunderland, back to the game against Oxford at home and take the 3 points. I'm going to go for a 2-1 Sunderland win, of course. I would love the 2-1 Sunderland win. Burnley do play tonight, mind. Burnley were about 7 points behind Sunderland. They do play tonight. But that's it. Let me know your thoughts down below. If you want a chance to win a shirt, leave a score prediction and the goal scorer. If they're the only one to get it correct, you will get a shirt. Otherwise, you'll go into the hat. And Gary Dunn, leave me the message. I'll try and get this posted off to you over the weekend. That's it, basically. It's a quick video. As I say, they're coming thick and fast. Coventry, no game. There's no easy games in this league. As I said, there's no easy games in this league. We're back at Wincy's Bar and Grill, or we're going to the Sportsman's. The Sportsman's is reopened. Yes, The Belmont Sportsman's is reopened, so we could be back at the Sportsman's or Wincy's Bar and Grill. I'm not sure what the crack is. I have to have a big crack on Wincy first. Take care, God bless me, God go with you. Subscribe to the channel. You know, there's still 49% of people who watch the videos are not yet subscribed. If you're one of those, it's free to do so, and you can also enter into the competition. So, it benefits you to subscribe, and it makes me smile. Cheers, everybody. Take care. God bless me. God go with you. And thanks for watching. Bye. Oh, I do have another channel called Mads Out and About. We did a video tonight with Keno somewhere, the Wearside Farm pub. Very nice pub for a carvery. Check out that. Mads Out and About. And LU Soccer, of course, provide me all these shirts. Absolutely fantastic supporting this channel. So if you want to buy a shirt yourself, link down below in the description. TM10. Like I said, look what Gary Dunn's won. Look at this. Sunderland top. It looks very nice indeed. You can buy these from LU Soccer strips. You know, if you didn't want to spend a fortune, you can get 10% off there. And there's all sorts of shirts from all different clubs from all over the world. Thanks for watching the video. We'll see you later. Thank you.
I think the worst thing is getting down. How the fuck we're going to get down there?
Right, Keno, so Sunderland take on Coventry at home at the Stadium of Light on Saturday. They did draw against Preston last night, 0-0. We did change the side. We had to bring on young Tommy Watson from Easington.
Why wasn't Roberts playing like?
Roberts and Mundell on the bench.
Why?
I think because they didn't play too good against QPR, so they put them on the bench, and he moved the striker Isidore to the left wing, brought in Connolly up front, who for me is a couple of yards off the pace.
But I'm going to tell you something now, and I don't dare say them that much. I don't know what's them that much. Roberts is our best player.
Do you reckon so?
I reckon 100%. Roberts is our best player, and if he doesn't start playing him, because he was only sub the other week, wasn't he?
Possibly, he played die. He was sub the other
definitely
week.
Only sub the other week as
yeah,
well.
He was, aye.
Is he trying to sicken him off because he'll bugger off in January?
I think
he's definitely our best player.
I think it's
100%.
just because he needed a rest.
Maybe so. I mean, there might be a reason.
3 games in 6 days. I know people say it's
yeah,
footballers.
I mean, that's fair enough. I mean, that might be the reason.
But young Tommy Watson played last night. Started the game, and he's a bit raw. He's a young lad. He was born in Easington, aye, and I think he did all right. I think the other side, putting Isidore on the left-hand side, it was very non-existent. I think that was we tried it.
Roberts and Monday,
we tried it.
That's when it changed.
Yeah, and 0-0 draw. But
once
Coventry,
again, Roberts was running rings around them and cutting inside and this, and he was running the show.
I still think Preston were the better side overall, though.
It was a game of 2 halves, wasn't it?
But it was 0-0, so it was the same score both halves.
He's just Toby Carver, you can't.
So yes, Sunderland versus Coventry on Saturday. Sunderland unbeaten in 7 games. Coventry have sacked their manager, Mark Robins, today.
Have they?
Yeah, second time he's been at Coventry. They sacked him today, and I think they've only won 4 games in 14 matches.
Did he play for them in the 87 Cup final or something? Did he play for them?
Well, I'm not sure. I'm not quite sure about that. I know he's been in charge of them twice, and he's the longest serving manager in the Championship, I think, or was.
Has he played for Man United? Is that the guy who used to play for Man United or not?
He might have been,
am I on the wrong one?
I think it probably was, actually.
Aye.
So what do you think the score prediction's going to be? I know they've only won 4 and 14. They lost last night to Derby County. Was it last night? Yeah, to Derby County.
Coventry's a bit of a bogey team for us, aren't they?
Aye, they have been over the years. We lost 5-4. Remember the time we lost 5-4?
Yes. But I'm going for Sunderland to win 2-1.
Nice one. I've said 2-1 as well, Keno.
Yeah.
Aye.
Copycat.
Said that in my previous video.
Yeah.